What is going on, guys? It's Modded Warfare here and welcome back to another Q&A video. So I haven't done one of these in quite a while, so let's just get straight into it. I'm going to do about 10 probably about 10 or 15 minutes doing this Q&A, so I'm not going to get through every single question because, as you can see, there's loads. We always get tons of questions when I do a Q&A video, so I'm not going to be able to get through them all. I'm just going to go through as many as I can in about 10 or 15 minutes, and yeah, let's just get straight into it then. Okay, so why still update Apparition.net when Xbox is dying? Mainly because it's not dying very fast. I mean, Xbox 360 modding is dying. It is dying. I mean, it's been dying for the past couple of years, but it's still dying very slowly, and it's still going to be popular. It's still popular, and Xbox 360 modding is still going to be around for quite a while, at least until an Xbox One exploit comes out or a PS4 exploit comes out. Although more so Xbox One. Even if a PS4 exploit comes out, which it's looking like it might quite soon, we're still not going to see everybody from Xbox 360 modding shifting to PS4 modding. A lot of people are still going to wait for an Xbox One exploit, which isn't looking very likely right now. So therefore, Xbox 360 modding is still going to be around for a long time. And as for Apparition.net Studio, we only released it a few months ago. We've got about 400 users, so we need to keep it updated for them, obviously. And also, you know, we're still getting sales, so it's still profitable. So of course we're going to keep Apparition.net up to date. Is there a bypass yet for transferring GTA modded accounts? I'm not sure. Wrong person to ask, really. I'm not that big into GTA modding. As you may have noticed, I don't upload a hell of a lot of GTA modding videos, so yeah, I'm kind of the wrong person to ask on that one. Let's say Xbox One and PS4 get hacked and games can be playable without discs. Would you do Jtag tutorials for PS4 or Xbox One? Yeah, I would definitely do a Jtag tutorial series for Xbox One, or whatever the exploit will be called for that. And the same for PS4, a PS4 jailbreak tutorial series. It just depends which one comes out first. If both come out at the same time, or you know, PS4 will come out first probably, and if Xbox One comes out sometime after that, I'll still do a series on both of them. Because it's more content for the channel, it makes sense. Of course, I'll do both, and it'll be interesting to do both as well and see how they compare. But the thing is, Xbox One, we've not really seen anything from the Xbox One modding side so far. The last thing I heard was that Team Executor had some machine for reading the CPU, but I haven't heard anything since. So it doesn't look too promising for Xbox One exploits, at least not in the immediate future. But PS4 is looking more promising. We've had the WebKit exploit that's been out for a while. A full jailbreak looks like it may happen because obviously PS4 is actually, you know, there seems to be like a private jailbreak or something, some private custom firmware that people have. So hopefully that'll be made public at some point and we can have a full jailbreak and start making, you know, PS4 jailbreak tutorials. How long do you think till modded Xbox Ones will be created and used? Again, kind of gone over that in the previous question. Your guess is as good as mine with the Xbox One modding stuff. Been here for about 2 years, love the videos. Can you update us all on Xbox One modding? A lot of people asking about Xbox One modding. I don't know, again, your guess is as good as mine with the Xbox One modding stuff. How did you learn all these technical stuff you've been working with? Well, you'd have to kind of define technical stuff. I don't know if you mean like the hardware stuff I do on the channel or the software stuff. If you're talking more of like the Jtag tutorials and stuff like that, it's mainly just because I've been doing it for a long time. And I may give the illusion that I'm actually really knowledgeable in certain things when I'm not knowledgeable at all, or not as knowledgeable as people think, mainly because I've encountered so many errors myself. So I run into so many different errors, you know, sometimes stuff that should be straightforward, and I run into, you know, a million different errors for God knows why. And you know, I just have to try and find a way around those errors, and once I have, I make the tutorial, and then if somebody comes to me with a problem, I'm sometimes, well, most of the time maybe, I'm usually able to point them in the right direction of what's causing the error, because it's probably happened to me at some point when I was trying to do it. So that's probably why, just because shit breaks. Technology breaks around me all the time and I have to fix shit all the time. Is there a way to increase download speed at PS4? What should I do if Xbox 360 game update is not on Unity? As for PS4 download speeds, I mean, watch my how to improve PS4 Wi-Fi speeds video, because I made a video on that, which is basically improving the download speed of the PS4. So that's pretty much what you're looking for, I think. As for 360 updates, you could connect to Xbox Live via stealth server or offline files and get the update that way, or download the update on your retail console if you have a retail console, and transfer it from a USB over to your Jtag or RGH to get the title update. And one more question: why my Xbox 360 can't update online or USB? Tell me I have a 2013 or 2014 dashboard, and if I can connect to Xbox Live, it says update, and it can't update. Well, if it's a Jtag or an RGH and you're trying to update it from Xbox Live, you really shouldn't be doing that because it can brick your console. Mainly, you shouldn't be trying to update because you have custom firmware. So you want to update the custom firmware with Xebuild first to the latest dashboard, and then go online and get the avatar update, or get the update for the avatar through a USB, and update that with USB after you've updated the kernel. So you have to update the kernel first with Xebuild and flash that to the NAND, and then get the avatar update with the USB method or by connecting on a stealth server. So you need to do that first. It's episode 39 of Jtag tutorials. I recommend you watch that on learning how to update your Jtag or RGH console. Can you play PS2 games on Xbox 360, RGH and Jtag? Please tell me okay. Basically, no. You can't play PS2 games. Even on quite a powerful gaming PC, you'll have trouble playing certain PS2 games. Not all of them, but if you try something like, say something like Ratchet and Clank, that's one game I tried to get working on a PS2 emulator before on my old computer, which still had a quad-core processor. It had 4 cores, 4 threads. I had a powerful graphics card at the time as well, and I could not run it smoothly. I could not run it smoothly without it being laggy or slow-mo. So yeah, even with a decent gaming system, it can be hard to run certain PS2 games like Ratchet and Clank on an emulator. So the 360 just has no chance of being able to do it. It just doesn't have the horsepower for PS2 emulation. PS1 emulation it can do. It can just do PS1 emulation, and Nintendo 64 emulation it can do pretty well. But anything higher than that, you can't really do that. No question, just want to say you made my life a hell of a lot easier with your Jtag tutorials. Well, thanks a lot, I appreciate that. I'm glad that it helps some people out. Which programming languages do you speak? I believe you mean what programming languages have I learned. I haven't learned any programming language fully, I would say. You know, if somebody asked me just make a program that can do blah 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 blah, then I'd probably still have to look stuff up on Stack Overflow all the time. So I'm not great at programming. I'm still I'm still a beginner at pretty much every language I've ever looked at. But let's see, C# because of Apparition Net Studio, Java because of college, and PHP because of Apparition Net Studio and college. So yeah, that's basically the 3 languages that I've kind of learned. I've semi-learned. So still not an expert in any one of those. First off, thanks for your tutorials. They really help. My question is, how did your name originate? Modded Warfare, mainly because we were modding Modern Warfare 2. I don't know, the name just came from that. Modded Warfare, Modern Warfare 2. I think we announced, I think I was doing like a, like we were just modding, I think it was a server name actually that happened, because we were doing Excellent Kai before Link existed, where you could system link your Jtag and host lobbies on system link and people could join. So I think we were setting up an Excellent Kai game, and we just called the server, because we were doing mods on Modern Warfare 2. I think we were doing like an AI zombies mod on Modern Warfare 2, and then we called the server Modded Warfare 2, because hey, we're modding on Modern Warfare 2, so we'll call it Modded Warfare 2. And I just kind of took that name, Modded Warfare, and made a channel with that name. And then the X is XX Modded Warfare XX. It's not something I ever wanted my channel to be called. I wanted it just to be called Modded Warfare, or Modded Space Warfare, or even Modded _Warfare would have been fine. But unfortunately, YouTube, for whatever reason, would not let me make that name for some reason. I don't know if it was because there was a channel that already had the same name at the time, or if perhaps they didn't like the word warfare for some reason and they wouldn't allow me to use it. But for whatever reason, they wouldn't allow me to use it unless I changed it a lot. So they had their suggestions like modded warfare 58219 or something. So I just did the whole X's thing because that was popular at the time, having the 2 X's at the start and at the end of your name. That was a popular thing back then. Not a popular thing now. It looks really corny and awful now, which is why I've recently changed it back to modded warfare, which is what it should have been to begin with. The only reason I hadn't changed my name before that just to modded warfare is because I was worried that it would affect the channel in some way, but now it's just like, nah, screw it, it'll be fine, I'll just change it. That XX trend died long ago. Is it still worth to get an RGH if I haven't modded before? I would still say it's worth it. I mean, the 360 community is still going strong right now, and it's probably will for a while because we're not looking at any Xbox One exploits right now. So yeah, I would still say it's worth it, and they should be quite cheap now anyway because retail 360s are much cheaper than they ever used to be. Have you ever considered starting your own stealth server? No, because I'm not knowledgeable in C++. That's not a language I've learned. And also, I mean, yes, I could use the leaked files that every other stealth server is using, but they're terrible. And, you know, then I'd just be creating another skiddy stealth server like all the other skiddy stealth servers that are out that are completely useless, and you're better off on offline files anyway that you don't have to pay for. So no, very unlikely I'm gonna make a stealth server. Are there codes that you can give out to people if they want to gift them? If you're talking about Apparitionette codes, then if you just buy normally on the site, then you get given a license key and you get given a download link. So if you want to gift that to someone, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Just send the download link and the license key to the person you want to gift it to. As long as you haven't redeemed the license key, then they can redeem it themselves and you've gifted it to them. So that works. Are you ever going to do a face reveal? Let's just say maybe at 100,000 subscribers, if that ever happens. If we ever get to 100,000 subscribers, I may make a face reveal video. Why the subtle name change? The subtle name change is well, I kind of already said, it was never supposed to be XX Modded Warfare XX in the first place. It was always just meant to be Modded Warfare, and I finally just decided to change it to what it should have been in the first place. Will you hit me up with some stealth? Let's see. No, because I don't actually have any time on a stealth server right now. I've been kicked off lifetime on 2 of the best stealth servers that exist. One I'll take responsibility for. It was kind of my fault, but it was mostly due to a lack of communication. And the other one, I have no idea why they kicked me off. That was kind of unfair. But I had lifetime on Tampered Live and XBL Ninja, which I didn't have to pay for. Luckily, I didn't pay for it, especially if I got kicked off. I'd be incredibly pissed if I'd paid for it. But yeah, basically what happened was, okay, so Ninja offered me lifetime if I created a couple of videos for them for their new Modern Warfare 2 menu and their African Cheats GTA 5 menu, which I was totally happy to do because I didn't have many videos planned on the channel and I needed videos to upload. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll do that, and they gave me lifetime, which was great. But unfortunately, I got a second copyright strike around that time, and because I had 2 copyright strikes on the channel, and then after doing that, another thing happened, which was the Dom Bros channel got shut down. I know it's back now, I think, but it got shut down at the time, I think from copyright strikes from Rockstar. So I was worried that if I make a GTA 5 modding video and show off this African Cheats menu for Ninja, then I might get a copyright strike from Rockstar, and then that would be 3 copyright strikes and my channel would be deleted, and I have a much less chance of getting the channel back because I'm not as popular as the Dom Bros who, you know, can make some noise and get his channel restored. That's probably not going to happen for me. So I was too nervous. I was too worried that, you know, my channel could get shut down. So I tried to contact Everyday 9 on AIM and say, hey, I'm going to have to delay the videos until one of the copyright strikes expires, which it was due to expire in about a week and a half or 2 weeks. So I was like, I was trying to message him and say, I'm going to have to hold out on making those videos for a couple of weeks until one of the copyright strikes expires. So at least that way, if I got another copyright strike, my channel wouldn't be shut down completely. But I couldn't get through to him. He was offline the whole time, and whenever I left him an offline message, I guess he didn't get it because AIM thing was off the record, so if you send them an offline message, they don't receive it. They only receive messages when they're online, and he was never online. So I think what happened was he assumed that I was not going to make the videos at all, so he removed my lifetime. So that was unfortunate. And then Tampered Live, I kind of got on Tampered Live because I had a connection with one of the developers, because one of the developers on Tampered Live who made the bypasses for Tampered Live also made the bypasses for Originate Studio, which was great. And he got me lifetime on Tampered. I got developer lifetime on Tampered for knowing him and also for testing stuff for them. So I got developer lifetime, that was great. And then what happened was that developer eventually left Tampered, along with a couple of other developers. They left Tampered, and then the main developer of Tampered, he, or the last developer, the developer who stayed, which was the Unknown Coder, TUC, he decided to just remove, I think he was pissed off at the other developers for leaving, so he decided to remove their lifetime. So he removed everybody who had developer lifetime on Tampered, and I was one of the people who had developer lifetime on Tampered, so I got kicked off as well, which was great because I did nothing. I literally did nothing to deserve that, but whatever, I got kicked off Tampered, so now I lost the lifetime on Ninja and I lost the lifetime on Tampered, so happy days. Okay, so I'm also going to go down and answer a few of the questions at the bottom, because these are questions that people submitted when the video was first posted, and it's kind of unfair not to answer any of these ones, because the ones I was answering before were newest first. So let's see, what's your favourite COD? Probably Black Ops 1, because I'm only interested in the zombie mode in Call of Duty, and that had the best zombie maps and the most zombie maps, and it also had a really good campaign as well. So yeah, Black Ops 1's my favourite COD game. Can you do a face reveal? Again, I already said maybe at 100,000 subscribers if it ever happens. Do you fix brick consoles? I don't, but if you're in the UK, then I recommend Monoxide's Console World, which you can search up on Facebook. He's got a Facebook shop. Hopefully it's still there, and he does repairs, RGH repairs, Jtag repairs, and you know, he sells Jtag and RGH consoles and stuff. So definitely recommend him. I bought my RGH from him. All the Jtag tutorial videos I do on that RGH is the RGH that he sold me. So what made you start modding? Mainly World at War zombies. I wanted to cheat on World at War zombies, so I got a transfer cable, an Xbox 360 transfer cable. Modded the save game off that so I could mod zombies, and then I also started, you know, seeing what else I could do with it. Mod gamer score, mod avatar skin color, other game campaign saves and stuff. Then ISO mod, so I could mod online on World at War and GTA 4, episodes from Liberty City, and Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. And yeah, that was basically it. And then JTags and RGHs after that. What got you into YouTube, and how long did it take to get this far? Quite a long time, mainly because the first year and a half of my channel I was just uploading you know, just like kind of modding videos of me modding on certain games with music in the background. They didn't make many views, and it took a long time just to get to about 200 subscribers. It took me well over a year and a half, almost 2 years to get to 200 subscribers. But then I started, you know, doing Jtag tutorials, because I looked at my channel and thought, am I going to actually make a go of doing YouTube? Not full time or anything, but just try and make a go of YouTube and try and grow my channel, or just let it die because it's not doing very well. So I decided, you know, I looked at the channel and I saw the videos that were doing the best, which were the tutorial videos. The tutorial videos were having much more views than any of the other videos on my channel, and they were actually the videos that I enjoyed doing the most as well. So I just decided to, you know, do a Jtag tutorial series. I invested the money in getting good capture equipment, a proper capture card, a proper microphone. That propelled the channel quite a lot. So the channel did a lot better after that. It was getting a lot more subscribers, and it was really growing a hell of a lot faster than it ever was before. But that was about a year and a half where the channel wasn't really growing whatsoever. And other than that, like I said, I just upload videos I want to upload because I treat YouTube as a hobby, not as a job. So, you know, it's not a job. I don't make nearly enough money on YouTube for it to be classed as a job. But it's a hobby, so I like to upload the videos that I enjoy making. Therefore, it makes YouTube more of a hobby than, you know, me actually forcing myself to upload random crap because it'll make a lot of views and I'm not going to actually enjoy it, and then it'll feel like a job. So I don't want to do that. Okay, so just looking through some more comments to see if there's anything I haven't answered that that I think would be interesting to answer. Oh, this is interesting. Do you have a PC build? And if so, what does it look like and specs? And it would be great if you could do a shout out, please, and thank you. Well, okay, for the shout out, I mean your name is already in the video, so hopefully that's a good enough shout out. Do you have a PC build? So interesting. The reason I picked this comment out from as the last one to cover is because I'm actually doing a PC build. I mean, I've done a PC build over Christmas. I built a new computer. Not entirely new, not all the components are new, but I basically had to build a new computer because the stuff that I was replacing, I replaced the motherboard, the CPU, a bunch of other stuff, the power supply. And when you replace the power supply and the CPU, you pretty much have to rebuild the whole computer. So there's going to be a PC build coming next. The next video after this one is going to be my computer build, or it should be my computer build. So yeah, you'll see all the specs and stuff that I'm building, or that I've built in that video. So yeah, that'll be the next video that comes out on the channel. So anyway, that's it for the Q&A. Thank you guys so much for submitting your questions. I got a lot of good questions. Tons of you guys submitted questions as usual, which is great. So yeah, and also of course, thank you so much for 70,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. So yeah, like the video if you liked it or found the information interesting, I guess, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video.
I'm shuffling.